comfortable here. How do I look? Anything in my teeth? I don't think so. All right. Good afternoon, Love Train and everybody else on the interwebs. So I'm Lil Hipster. We're taking a break from the daily videos today to bring you a dreadlock video. So not too long ago, I was part of a conversation on Facebook where a friend of mine had wanted to get dreads, and there were a bunch of people out there telling her not to do it and like reasons why she shouldn't and everything like that. And I just thought it was ridiculous because everything that they were saying was like total dreadlock myth that is totally like wrong. And it just got me thinking, like, there are so many wrong statements, myths, wrong facts out there that people have about dreadlocks, and as many videos as there are out there about it, and like information that you can read and websites that you can go to. It's just silly because I feel like nobody's reading it or whatever, because people still have like these crazy ideas in their brain of like what dreadlocks are and how they're made and how they're kept up and everything like that. So I decided to take a list of the most common myths that I feel are out there about dreadlocks, and I want to debunk them one by one. So here we go. Probably the number one thing that I hear out there is dreadlocks are stinky. Not true. Not even a little bit. You might think that dreadlocks are stinky because maybe you saw somebody with them one day and they smelled, and then in your brain that was like automatically just what dreadlocks are to you, but they're not stinky if you wash them, you know. They will get really nasty smelling if you don't wash them, and they'll start to grow mold and like all kinds of disgusting stuff, which makes them very, very stinky. But if you smell my hair, it's not stinky at all, and I'm not a stinky person. I smell like vanilla and coconut and cream and tulips after the first spring rain. That's what I smell like. I smell beautiful. It's because I shower regularly, I wash my dreadlocks when they need to be washed, and I wear deodorant and perfume. Just like any other person, you know. It's not only people with dreadlocks who smell. Like, you can have loose regular hair and you can still be a stinky and nasty person. Like, it's not dreadlocks related. Anybody can be stinky and smelly. All you gotta do is not shower and not wash your hair. I don't think that how can something look smelly? I don't understand. That doesn't make sense to me. And they don't look dirty. I mean, like, you look at them, I'll give you a close-up. It just looks like hair. That's all it is. Just looks like hair with little pretties in it. See them? Little decorations. So I don't really know where that comes from, but I don't agree with it. Another thing I hear a bunch is you can't wash them. And this always comes from people who have like regular hair. This is where I hear these things, and I'm like, you don't even have dreadlocks. How can you make like absolutions like that? I don't know. But anyways, you can wash them, and then usually when I say that, people's minds jump to, oh, dry shampoo, because you can't get them wet. No, that's not true at all. Not even a little bit. You can get them wet, and actually dry shampoo is not really that ideal for dreadlocks. There are companies out there that make really great shampoos for dreadlocks. My favorite is the Dread soap that Dreadhead HQ makes, and it's just like any other shampoo. It's like a liquid gel shampoo. You squirt it in the palm of your hand, you get your dreads wet, and you lather, rinse, repeat, just like everybody else washes your hair. And you can wash them every day if you want to. You can wash them every 2 to 3 days if you want to. You can wash them once a week if you want to. Or you can wash them not at all if you want to. Like, it doesn't really matter. Just however you want to wash them, you can wash them. They're really not, actually. Like, in the beginning, they're kind of a lot of work. Because you have to do, if you have Caucasian hair like me, you have to do a lot of work and a lot of like manipulating for them to like lock up. Like, and I guess you don't have to. You could do the natural neglect method and they would lock up as well. But if you want them to lock up faster and like neater, kind of like mine are, then you do a lot of palm rolling, you know, every day for about a month or two until they lock up like this, you know. But after they get locked up, they just grow like this, people. You don't have to do anything except for the occasional crochet hook maintenance every now and then if you want to. But honestly, they're really low maintenance. Like, I never have a bad hair day anymore. I wake up day after day and my hair is the same, you know. Yeah, they're really, really easy. People ask me all the time, do you have to like do stuff to like keep them growing like that? And I just tell them, no, actually they just grow out of my scalp like this now. And they're always like amazed. But it's true. My hair just grows this way now. This is just the way it is. They can be only if you're going to a beautician or a salon all the time to get them maintained. All of this stuff though, like, you can either do it yourself at home for free, or you can have a friend do it for you for free, or you can pay a traveling loctician like myself to come to your house and do it for you at a fraction of the cost that you would pay at a salon. So they're not expensive to maintain at all. It's just like if you had regular hair. You can either go to a really high profile salon and pay $200 and upwards for like a buzz cut, or you can go to Great Clips and you can get it cut for like $10. You know, it's all about choices, people. No, they actually do not. They're actually the most natural thing and probably the best thing for your hair. I think people think that because of the backcombing method that a lot of Caucasian people use to install the dreadlocks. They're like, that backcombing is bad for your hair. But it's not going to destroy it, you know. You think about like women who do the little poof for their ponytail or their bangs or whatnot every day, and they backcomb their hair every day, and then they brush it out, and then they backcomb it again, and then they brush it out, and then they backcomb it again. Like, that's 100 times more damaging to your hair than just going through it all and like backcombing it one time, you know, because that's all this took. You backcomb it one time and you're done for the rest of your life. You don't backcomb it anymore, and it just stays safe, all knotted up in these little columns, you know, and it's strong, you know. It's not damaging to your hair whatsoever. When you're done with them, you have to cut them out, and that is not true. You can cut them out if you want to. I always told people that if I ever get rid of my dreadlocks, I'm just going to do like a buzz, and I'm just going to be like bald, just to see what it's like. I don't know. But you don't have to do that, because they actually make a deep conditioner that you can like soak your dreads in, and then you rinse it out, and then you pick through it with a comb or a brush, and you undo it all. Because all this is basically is just tightened and compressed knots in your hair. Your hair hasn't been destroyed. It's still hair in there. All you gotta do is untangle it if you want your regular hair back. And most people that I've talked to about like detangling their hair and stuff, they say that it pretty much just returns back to its original state. It's not damaged, it's just your natural hair again. So you do not have to cut your dreads out. That is a lie. If you get dreadlocks, you'll look sloppy and you won't be able to get a job. And that's just silly because, like, I just got a job waiting tables, you know, with dreadlocks. And it doesn't stop there. You can do whatever you want to do, you know. If they tell you to cut your dreadlocks, just say, no, screw you. I won't work here. I'll go work somewhere else then. You know, that's what I do. And I own my own business too. I am a professional singer in a band, you know. And granted, being a singer means pretty much with my look I get to do whatever I want. But like, that's my career, you know, like that's what I do. You can get a job with dreadlocks. You shouldn't be afraid. It'll be okay. People will hire you, especially if you can pull it off well and like look really stylish. Like what I like to do at job interviews is I like to pull them all up on top of my head in a really neat bun, and then I like to get all glitzed up with all these accessories and fancy earrings and a nice top and like a nice pants or a skirt and do my makeup really well. And that's how I get hired places, because even though I have dreadlocks, I'm still very well put together. So yeah, that's just stupid and untrue. If you have dreadlocks, you will get bugs and dirt in them. No. Bugs and dirt are no more attracted to dreadlocks than they are to normal, everyday, loose hair. I don't know why people think that these trap dirt. They just think that for some reason. But they don't. Because, like, if you look at it, and I mean, if you were to feel my dreadlocks, you would see that they're like airtight. Like nothing can get through here, you know. It's airtight. Like I can't even stick a sewing needle through here most of the time, you know. So the fact that a little tiny bug might like to try to crawl through here, or that dirt could somehow get embedded in there, that's just silly. In fact, I'm not an expert on this, but I really think that head lice, they would be less likely to want to crawl through this hair and like make the effort to get through it than they would be to crawl into somebody's loose hair, you know, because it's just much easier to get through. You know what I'm saying? You get me? You picking up what I'm putting down? Good. And if you do get head lice, because it's hair, you can still get head lice on your scalp with dreadlocks, just like you can get head lice with regular hair. You can remove the lice just as you would any other time, you know, without having to shave your dreadlocks off. You just get a de-licing shampoo, or you can, there's like rinse, all natural rinse recipes out there on YouTube that you can use to make the lice retreat from your scalp. Don't worry about the dirt and the bugs. They're not any more likely to crawl into your dreadlocks than they are to crawl into anybody else's hair. The last one is, girl, your hair isn't thick enough to do dreadlocks too. You'll have like 5 dreadlocks. You can do dreadlocks in any hair type, any hair thickness. It doesn't matter. Even when I first did my dreadlocks, actually Sarah did them for me, like there were like empty spots on my head, but that was just because like my dreads were brand new and they hadn't like puffed up yet to like fill in all the blank areas, you know. But once they did, y'all, my hair started getting really thick in a hurry. And I always had thick hair before, but like we put the dreadlocks in, I had these thin little wispy things in my hair, and then they puffed up. My hair, I've measured it before, It is now 5 times thicker than it was when I had like other hair. So if you have thin hair and you're like, man, I really wish I had thicker hair, then you should put the dreadlocks in. For a couple months, you'll have thin little wisps sticking out of your head, but they'll thicken up and they'll make your hair like incredibly thick. Like you won't even believe it. My hair bun, like when I had regular hair, it used to be like about this big and it would like sit on top of my head. Now I can make about 5 hair buns that are the same size. It's a little insane. If you have thin hair, don't let that stop you from getting dreadlocks. It'll be okay. That's all I have for you guys today. If you liked the video, please don't forget to thumb up. Also, comment and subscribe. Jump on the love train with us. Woo woo! And come follow me on Facebook. It is facebook.com/lilhpster. Just the way I spell it here on my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram as well. And like I said earlier in this vlog, I am a traveling loctician. So if you want me to come do your dreadlocks, just use the email address in the description box down there. And we'll work something out, boo. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. And don't forget to eat your fruits and vegetables. Bye-bye.